So let's talk about breath analysis. We're talking a lot about learning about ourselves, and one of the things we want to know is what's coming out of us, that prana that's coming out of us. What kind of smell does it have? It tells us a lot about what's going on inside. Remember, a lot of the things that I teach about, or I'm sort of sharing with you, is how do we know what's going on inside of our body? Because most people kind of go to a doctor for that. And we can tell a lot about what's happening just by analyzing ourselves. The smells, the sounds, the gases, all that stuff within our body tells us a story of what's going on. The best time to understand what's going on with your breath is during the day, but actually the very primary time that you want to check it is in the morning. So you get up, you do some of the rituals that we've spoken about, but before you brush your teeth, just smell your breath. One of the ways you can do it is just cupping your hands and just breathing into it like, and that reverberation of the air will come back. And if there's a smell to it, then you want to analyze it. So the smell is this a deep smell? Is it a guttural smell? Because what's happening is the smell is coming from the accumulation of toxins from the night before, and it's kind of going to tell you what you've been doing. So if you say been drinking alcohol, you've been eating meat, you've been eating late, you've been eating junk food, all of that kind of stuff, the smell will be stronger. And if you've been eating vegetables and fruits and things like that, and you've been eating earlier, the smell should be less and less. Now, there is a smell that also comes from your teeth. A lot of people who drink wine, for example, get that smell that's coming from the gums. So we're going to have to know, this is where we do the analysis, is which is which. Now, the guttural smell is a deep smell. That really comes from down here in the intestines. It can also be because you haven't been to the bathroom. So once you go to the bathroom, you can check your breath again and see if it's gone down. If it's really substantially gone down, it means you just needed to go to the bathroom and everything's fine. If that smell is still there after you've been to the bathroom and the first sort of 20 minutes, it means that there's a lot of accumulation of toxins within the intestine, small and large, mainly in the large. And then it's also a sign that the stomach, the digestive system, isn't clean enough. So the deeper the smell, it's all about timing of eating, quantities of eating, what you've been eating, and what you've been drinking, and have you been mixing your food and drink a lot. So typically people who drink wine, eat food, and eat dinner, they get sort of the smelliest breath because that accumulation of the drinks mixed with the food and everything, and later at night sort of sits in the stomach and it becomes kind of putrid, and then that creates that sort of smell in the coming out of the mouth. So you should be able to start to know what's happening. And one of the great things is when you smell that smell, because it's your breath and you become very conscious of it, kind of encourages you to start eating earlier, not mixing your food so much, not drinking as much, and all of those healthier habits, because you don't want your breath to smell as much. So it's one of those things, it kind of encourages you to do better simply because you know you don't want that smell to come out and sort of reach everybody else. But your gauge should be, if that smell doesn't stay very long, especially after going to the bathroom, then you're probably pretty okay. But if that smell continues, especially after you've been to the bathroom, and it continues after the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then we need a clean of the colon and the intestines, and we need to strengthen the digestive system. All of that knowledge is in the membership site. So start to analyze your breath, see what it's about, analyze it in the morning, and take the directive that I just talked about, and you should be able to self-heal yourself and to put this correct. Namaste.